What is up and welcome back to the channel. So we have a problem with our Sequoia, and no, not our trusty reliable first gen 2007. That thing is bulletproof, knock on wood. As you guys know, we bought our 2012 Sequoia Platinum about a year and a half ago, and it has been flawless the entire time. Now, about a couple weeks ago, it started making this funky chirping sound coming from one of the tensioners on the serpentine belt. Just in the morning, well, it warms up just for a minute or two, and then it goes away. When we bought it, even though it's a 10-year-old vehicle, it came with some weird aftermarket 2-year warranty, and I pretty much said these warranties are useless, but I figured since we got 6 months left on it, we've never used it. I looked into it and actually figured out it's a real thing. Before we dropped it off, I decided to climb underneath the vehicle just to see if I could get a look at what tensioner, what was going on under there. And one thing I noticed, unfortunately, there was some leakage, there was some oil. Now there's no drips on the driveway. There's no indication of something currently leaking, but there was quite a bit of seepage. The bottom of the engine, timing cover area, and it hurt. I like my engines bone dry usually. As you guys know, we did buy it used, and it does have some mileage on it, but it's a Toyota, right? Anyways, so this would be a great time to address that also. So I got the dealership involved. Now, I wanted to drop it off at night because they're gonna need to start it, and I want them to hear it first thing in the morning, to actually hear the noise. So we took it there last night, super late, and as we're pulling into the dealership, we noticed there's like a security guard that has to sit in a chair. I think he sits there from probably like 11 at night to 6 in the morning, and that would be the weirdest job. I could not imagine sitting in a chair, just sitting there. I mean, there's worse things, and at least we have smartphones now.
The next day,
they gave me a call about noon today, and they said this is what's going on. It needs a new tensioner, it needs a new belt. It's $394. They're gonna cover it. That's all good. There's a tiny bit of seepage coming from the cam tower, but it absolutely warrants no repair of any type. They said it absolutely makes no sense to repair it. Just leave it alone. It's gonna be completely fine. I believe they do not wanna pay for that repair. And you know what? I have to agree. I'm not sure if we should tear into this thing for a couple of drips. No. So we're gonna see how that goes, but I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna take the $394 free repair and just be happy with that. But this is not even the biggest problem, and I can't let Miss Toyota Fanatic hear this, but we were driving home last night after dropping her car off. She said, hey, I'll just drive the T100 tomorrow. I don't really feel comfortable necessarily with her driving the T100, so I had to let her have the Sequoia. Now, one of the issues with the Sequoia for me is, and I don't know if any of you people out there can feel me on this, definitely leave a comment down below if you do, but you know what? She's my wife, she's family. I would give her anything. I would seriously take a bullet for her, but I don't know if I love when she drives my cars. I like to keep my cars super clean, and I park them certain ways, and there's just certain little creature comfort things that I do with my cars, and I don't feel like she respects vehicles as much as I do. I really don't feel like the respect is there, just the connection. So she's driving the Sequoia. She just came home right now after just one day, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look inside right there right now and see if we notice any differences. Now, it just so happens that like 4 days ago, I just completely detailed that Sequoia inside and out and parked it right here, and the first time it got moved is when she started driving it. So it was really clean. Before that, I've been driving the T100 to work the last few days. It's been wonderful. So let's go ahead and look inside this thing. And also when I detailed it the other day, well, let me show you. One thing I noticed, and again, I really hope she doesn't come outside right now and hear me, but I noticed that that happened. I mean, because again, it just so happens I detailed it the other day, so no big deal. It's just something I noticed. Okay, going in, got some badge, water bottle. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't see any crumbs or coffee stain. Uh-oh. Better not have any fluid in it. I think we're dry. I don't know why that wouldn't just be right there. That doesn't make any sense. All right, well, at least it's on the floor and not on the seat, right? I'll take that as a partial win. So you know what's one interesting thing I want to show you guys is I just detailed this thing, like I said, 4 days ago, and I mean, I went berserk detailing on it. And one thing is, you'll notice, drove me nuts. I could not get inside this area right here. And I realized today that I believe this thing just pops right out, and then I can just clean it. Let's give it a shot at that, you guys. I'm embarrassed for myself. I usually keep such a clean vehicle. Now, as some of you guys may or may not know, I think it was like my third video I ever made. This was my wife's car. She bought this thing like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago or something, when it was nearly new condition. So my wife drove this thing for years and years. I mean, 5-6 years while we were having, you know, when we had little babies, and she drove it completely bone stock. And when she was ready to get her newer Sequoia, I just couldn't bear to get rid of it. We had just done a timing belt and brakes and so much, and I love this thing, and it has such low mileage. I couldn't get rid of it. So that's when I started just dumping tons of money into it. This is unbelievable. So this is definitely her fault. Anyways, I should have known that this piece comes out because the crossovers for the front component set is underneath there. Let's clean this up real quick. How's this right here on the back of this center console piece? Patty Gribbins Shift 3, October 9th of 06, and this thing is an 07, last year of the first gen Sequoia, but Patty Gribbins. You did a great job, Patty. I wonder if you still work there, and that is crazy that if you work there, they make you put your first and last name on every piece you make. That is super weird. Interesting, but 1,000 million times better. And I don't know if anybody sees those Motor Week retro reviews, but there was one on for the 2008 Sequoia with the 5.7. Ours is 4 years newer. It's a 2012, but this thing was claiming 6.5 0 to 60 times, and you should see this thing just smoke down the track.
And Lee's Sequoia is fast for its class. 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds.
This is a bulldozer on wheels. These things weigh so much. 6.5 0 to 60, and so ours is going to be in perfect bill of health when we get it back tomorrow. And I'm going to go test this 0 to 60 6.5 myself tomorrow, but that is highly impressive. So 6.5 is actually pretty good, especially since this thing debuted in 2008. Let's take a look at some other vehicles that have 6.5 0 to 60 in that same time era. And you'll see that this is a phenomenon that this Sequoia could produce these kind of numbers. That is going to do it for today's video, but tomorrow we'll go get the Sequoia. Definitely drop a big old thumbs up, and everybody who's not subscribed, subscribe, and everybody have a great rest of the day. And I'll see you guys soon with some great videos. So guess that's it. Peace.